Please touch the artwork. Released in January of 2022 for the PC, and September of 2022 for the Nintendo Switch. Retailing for $9.99 on PC, or $8.99 on the Switch. In interest of full disclosure, I received my copy for free. The publisher, Nakana.io, gave me a review copy of the Switch version. They have published a number of games on the Switch, and I recommend checking them out on the eShop. Please Touch the Artwork is a puzzle game, and it is broken up into 3 galleries of artwork, each one representing a different kind of puzzle. The first being a series of puzzles where you try to match the artwork, at first with just lines, and then with colors. Later you do both at once. The next gallery deals with getting a small square to a larger square. These were actually the puzzles I found most difficult, as more and more mechanics keep coming into play, each of which affects how that little square moves, and keeping straight how it's going to be affected by the direction it's going and these various mechanics did become a bit overwhelming for me at times. The last gallery was my personal favorite. It was a series of mazes you have to negotiate, while melancholy music plays in the background. At first you see the whole maze, and then less of it. Eventually you get to a point where you're slowly erasing the maze as you solve it. All of the footage used in this review was recorded while playing this game in docked mode on a TV, and it's worth noting that this game is actually far more enjoyable when playing in handheld mode using the touchscreen. But unfortunately, I have no means to record footage of that. This game is a very intimate experience. As you solve puzzles in the galleries, you get told little pieces of story, or tiny bits of poetry. Exactly what their meaning is in relation to the artwork is unclear and open to interpretation. I found the overall experience to be quite relaxing and borderline therapeutic. I also found this game to be strangely addictive. As I sat down to play this game with the intent of only playing for a few minutes, but instead ended up playing through one of the galleries completely each time. Each of the 3 galleries took about an hour to complete, and while I am not going to replay this immediately, I could definitely see myself playing through this again in a few months when memories of it have become a bit hazy. The puzzles in this game are an excellent example of how simple doesn't necessarily mean easy. So is Please Touch the Artwork worth your time and money? It is a fairly short experience, clocking in at only about 3 hours. However, it is a very good 3 hours. At its most expensive, it's only $10. But honestly, I think it's best played on the Switch, where you can play it with a touchscreen, as using a controller with this game is certainly functional, but it's not ideal. And as controller functionality was actually patched into this game later, it's clear that touchscreen was the intended medium by which to play this game. This is also a rare occasion where I would call a game relaxing. There are no time limits, no scores to keep track of, no pressure of any kind. You simply have a piece of artwork that's somehow a puzzle in front of you. A little music softly playing in the background, and when you solve one piece of abstract art, You then are presented with yet another piece of abstract art. And after so many, you get yet another one, with a new mechanic. And soon, you see ones that mix mechanics, which just compel you to touch the artwork even more. Please do subscribe, comment, like, and tell your friends.